So good evening. So before I start, this is not about a car, yeah? So if you're looking for a nice shiny new car, flick past. And for the people who get upset about my videos sometimes, say, what are you talking about? Again, flick past and watch something else. There's loads of good videos of cars going through swamps and stuff. They're quite good. So today I have been on a Close Brothers masterclass day. So Close Brothers are a finance company that I use along with some other companies, but they've held a day to help dealers like myself grow the business, market insights, some useful tips and things to learn from. And like I've said in loads of videos, and you're probably bored of hearing me say it, I'm learning all the time. I was sat in a room today with seasoned car dealers or what I do look like child's play, yeah. So for me, I can stand here and do this, but at times I find those situations intimidating because let's not forget, a few months ago I was still fitting pipes. So when you're sat there and people are talking finance figures and overhead and business, you're a bit like, oh bloody hell. So I enjoyed today. It was really good. So as far as Close Brothers go as well, I'm sure there's people like this, but I stick with people who've done me no harm. Yeah. So I've always used the same mortgage advisor. I'll always use the same carpenter. I always use someone who, if I've struck a good relationship with, I do. And Close Brothers are really good with me, that I find. They come here once a month. They give me loads of little merchandise to go around the place, which makes it look a bit more professional as well. And I'm really happy with the interaction that I have with the guys from Close. They help me along the way. So today was good. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff I learned because, look, if you weren't sat there, but you're selling cars or you're thinking about selling cars, some of this information might be useful to you as well. So loads of information today, but right at the end, there was a couple of things that stuck with me. And one of those things was overheads and how you look at your overheads and how things cost you. Because I can be guilty, right, of when I advertise a car, the hardest part about putting that car online is getting it, well, first of all, buying it with enough profit in it that it's actually worth doing. Then getting it prepped, cleaned, serviced, MOT, wheel refurb, whatever it needs to get it ready. Then you take all the pictures, I do all the videos and advertise and you're like, oh God, thank God for that, it's out there. And then I forget about it. I just wait for the phone to ring then, which today I learned is wrong. What I should be doing is managing those adverts all the time. I should be, whether you believe this or not, putting the prices up, putting the prices down. Because I use Auto Trader, right, for a lot of my selling, and there's huge market data out there. So like I've said before in a video about an X3, which had good views on it at the time, when things are priced as lower price, yeah, sometimes the consumer will flick past. So there's 100% value for everything. I know this sounds a bit crazy, but on Auto Trader, it gives you where you're priced. So if Auto Trader recommends the car be £5,000 and you price it at £5,000, it'll be classed as good price, great price, and 100%. If you class it as, or price it at 4,850, it might be priced at 87%. And if you overprice it, it might be classed as 120%. So ideally, you want to be on that 100% mark, yeah. So I learned today that I need to manage my adverts more because, and this will go back to the overheads bit, there's a calculation to work out your overheads, yeah. And it works out that every car sat out there for me is costing me £16 per day. And I've got around 20 spaces. So when you do the maths on this, and I've written it down because you could lose track of it, it's £16 per day per car, which means it's £320 per day for me, 20 cars. Over 7 days, it's £2,240 a week, roughly the Billy Basic overheads cost to run this business. So times that by 4, what's that? 2,468, nearly 9-10 grand, I don't know. And then you've got all your preparation costs on top. So you're thinking, oh my God. So when you are sat, you're thinking everything's advertised. Why is the phone not ringing? You've got to do more. You've got to keep changing the prices. You've got to do, this is why I do the videos. I am not, like I've said, and I've got this written down here, I'm not in a big fancy showroom. I'm in a shipping container I converted in a car park. So, you know, I have to do everything I can to get these vehicles out there to you guys, and hopefully you'll then want to come and buy them. Now, don't get me wrong. We've discussed about what my vision is. And the vision, again, for the people who don't know, is a lovely indoor unit, right? And I close my eyes and think about it. Grey painted floor, TC cars up in the air, 15, 20, 25 hand-picked cars, yeah, that you can come and buy and be happy with. That's my vision. And then on top of that, get into the finding the right cars for the right people. Nice office. So that's the dream for me. 25 cars, sourcing nice cars for people, immaculate showroom. Do you want a coffee when you're looking at the car? Yeah, let's get a coffee. So, you know, that's the dream for me. So when you look at the overheads and the cost of everything, you think, oh my God. And sometimes you might look at a car, and I'm going to use this for round figures now. Oh, I've still got £1,000 profit in that. That's not the case. And this hit home with me today. And Close Brothers Masterclass drilled this into me today, that there becomes a point when you've got a car in stock for so much time that it's no longer a profitable item. You might think between what you bought and paid for it, there's still profit in it, but that's not. Because if it's between your 60, 70 days, the overheads have made that car no longer making you any money because you've lost the money by just keeping it parked up. And I walked out with it today like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Hence the reason I'm here doing this video now, because there was probably 20 of us in that room. There's hundreds of people who weren't sat in that room who might not have that information. So if you are selling cars or you're looking at selling cars, maybe look at making sure things are getting out there and sold. I come away from there today as well, and you'll see this in the videos, of thinking, I always want to try and be the cheapest, yeah. But I will guarantee you one thing, yeah. I'll do things properly. So I'll always pick up the phone, and if it's within the warranty or it's within my doing, I'll help. That's how I pride myself on running this business. I'm not a shark, I never will be. I'll never hide away from a problem. So I can't always be the cheapest and the most proper. I just can't. So there's some people who said to me, I sold a van actually to a guy the other day. He said he bought a Transit off a dealer and the guy hung up on him when he told him he had a problem. And he just thought, oh, look, he's clearly not going to help me. And he just left it at that. That's not me. So maybe what I should be doing is maybe putting a little bit more margin across these vehicles, because I know, you know, I'm going to be doing things right. And the people who are buying them are going to have confidence of, okay, the cheapest one in the world for round figures is £8,000. But if I buy it off Tom for £8,500, but I know I'm going to get quality service with it, then for 500 quid, I'd rather know that I'm getting proper service. So I've got to look at my pricing now, and look at how I go forward after today, because this isn't just a laugh. I don't do this just for the video sake of it. I do it to make money and to, you know, provide a business for me and my family and my wife and kids and everything else. It's not just for fun. So, you know, I got to start looking at the bottom line, I think, about how I make this business more profitable. In other news, as far as I say being profitable and being a business, we sold 2 vans this week. Sold the Citroen Berlingo and the Fiat Doblo, which have been here for a while. And what else was it? Oh, and I've got a Volkswagen Caddy I took in part exchange coming in. Well, it's already here. It's having an MOT and bits and bobs done to it now. So that'll be going for sale this week. And also a Qashqai Plus 2. It's had the wheels done again by Ace Alloys. That'll be going online as well. So if you've watched to this point of the video, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I would love for you to comment below. And it goes back to the adverts. When you are looking for a car, where do you look for your cars? Do you go on Auto Trader? Do you go on Gumtree? Do you go on eBay? Do you go on Motors? Do you go on social media? So please, please comment below, right? Because I am looking to extract my own data from what I'm doing here. What do you look for in an advert? Is it a price? Is it the pictures? Is it the reviews that people have left that person? What is it that stands out to you guys when you're looking for a car? What makes you think, right, that one? Is it just purely price? Because if that is the case, why are you not clicking the lower price vehicles? Because you think there's something wrong with them? So please tell me below. And the other thing I wanted to ask, in general, yeah, in the whole of, in general, what makes you want to go and buy a car and where from? Now you might be thinking, well, that's obvious, Tom. If I'm looking for a black Ford Fiesta, I go and look for a black Ford Fiesta. But some people don't. Some people are just looking for a car. They're just, in general, wanting to buy a car within a price bracket. So what attracts you then to pick up the phone or send the email? Now, look, all this information hopefully will be at the bottom of this video for other people to read. And I'm not in this for cloak and dagger. Lots and lots of car dealers are like, ooh, 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 don't give your secrets away. I'm not. You know, let's all just get on and do well. So I'm sorry if I've rambled on again, which I do, and I'll watch this video back before I send it out, and hopefully it makes sense. But yes, thank you to Close Brothers for today, and thank you again for watching this video.